Well, hello, guys. All right, I am going to give you a little bit of a tough love kind of talk right now because I know that this group is starting to get quiet. I know that there are people who have been showing up all along, and all of a sudden you're like, "Where's that girl? Where's that girl that was here every single day the first 2 weeks?" And what happened? I wonder what happened to her. And maybe you're thinking, I had a really hard weekend and I kind of fell off the wagon and I'm embarrassed and I don't know where to start and I can't turn it back on and I'm having a hard time. And I know what you're thinking. And you're starting to just not show up as much and you're thinking, this is hard. This is not as easy as it felt in the beginning, because in the beginning I know that there was so much energy in this group. Like everybody came in here, it was like, this is my year, this is my time, I'm gonna get this like settled right here. Like this is the program that's gonna change my life. And I'm so motivated and I am so like disciplined. I know that this is gonna be easier this time, right? And I sat here and I thought, okay, I love the energy here, but I'm gonna give it a couple weeks because I know, being around doing these for 3 years, that I know the trend. I know that all of a sudden, like, you come in here hot and then 2-3 weeks in, it's like, okay, life starts to happen, and right now is like the best example. Like, school is starting and we have all the kids fall sports happening all the time right now all around, and you have papers piling up and you have schedules to tend to, and you're trying to fit in work and family and school now, and it's like, oh, I don't have time to deal with this. And so you start to downplay your goals and you start to say to yourself, it's okay. Maybe now's not my time. Maybe I just need to wait until we get into a routine with school, and maybe I just need to wait until things settle down, and it's okay. I'm really not that uncomfortable in my body right now anyway, and it's okay. And you start that loop in your head and you put yourself down further on the totem pole and on the priority list, and you tell yourself it's okay. You guys, this is when you have to be self-aware that everything that you're feeding yourself, all those excuses that you're telling yourself, are actually lies. And the excuses, the obstacles that you're turning into excuses, the obstacles are there not to tell you that this isn't the path for you, that this doesn't work, that this can't be for you. They are there to actually grow you. They're there to grow you. So even when you have to plan ahead a little bit because you have all kinds of kids' practices and you aren't going to be home for dinner, that's there to teach you how to have that little bit of self-discipline and time management. It's there to tell you that you have to pay attention a little bit more to that piece, because that's important, and every time that you don't want to get up in the morning because you're tired, because you're exhausted, because I get it, you're exhausted, and you just say, why is this, it's not even worth it. Like, I'm not getting to where I want to be as fast as I want to be. That's there to challenge you, to help you create that discipline within yourself, because it can't come from anybody else. You know that. You could look in here every single day and look at this group and see all the posts in the morning, but unless you decide to do something different every single morning, it's not going to change. And so, going to one of the conferences I went to this summer, Rachel Hollis spoke there, and she was talking about how a lot of us have these big goals and big dreams for our lives, right? And we pray about them and we ask, like, please, and we beg, and we want them to happen. And so things seem to, like, maybe be smooth for a little bit, and all of a sudden something happens, a hurdle, an obstacle, and you think, oh, okay, and you think, why? Like, I want this so bad. Why is this so hard for me? And whoever you believe in, God, the universe, a higher power, is sitting up there saying, I'm giving you what you need. You asked for this. You asked for me to grow you as a person, for me to grow you into your goals, into your dreams, to be the person that is able to have that in their life. And I gave you this obstacle, this hurdle, to help you get there. And that's hard to see, right? But you gotta believe that everything is here. Everything is in the mindset. And if everything that you're telling yourself is something that you can take either way, I'm busy. Okay, well, I'm busy, so I have to take care of myself so that I can be the right person, the mom, the wife, the woman I want to be, to take care of all these demands on my life. I have to take care of that. And so you need to change that that loop in your head, you know, those affirmations that you tell yourself, or those thoughts that you tell yourself, or you just have to become self-aware. And so when you catch yourself into that spiral of, you know, negativity and like, this doesn't work and I can't do this for me, you have to change and reframe that. You have to change it. Instead of saying, oh my God, it's so hard to work out, it's so hard for me to get up in the morning, tell yourself, I am going to feel so amazing once I do this. And there's a reason why I'm doing this. And it's not for nothing. Like, it's for my big ass goals and dreams that I have in my life. And this part right here is important. You know, you have to change that framework that you're setting in your mind. And so I'm going to come in here with a sort of a challenge and tell you guys, even if you've fallen off a little bit and you think that this ride was going to be perfect, and now here you are whatever week we're on, and you're just like, whoa, this is hard, this is messy, this is that middle messy part. And it happens all the time. I see this happen all the time. But I see people who commit to doing the hard things, what they can achieve. And it's not going to be easy, guys. This is going to be hard. It's going to challenge you. It's going to make you step out of your comfort zone. It's in this valley, right? We started off in this peak of this workout program. We're like, yes, 100 workouts. We're all doing it. We're doing it together. We're linking arms. We're going. And then we came into this valley. And here we are on this low where it's hard. And the messy stuff happens in the valley. The hardest work happens in the valley. You don't get to the peak by just landing on the peak. You get to the peak by climbing up that valley. And so you have to do the work. You have to do the hard stuff. The most character building stuff happens right here when it is hard and you don't want to do it. But if you tell yourself, I can do hard things and I want to do the things that most people aren't willing to do, to have the things that I dream of, you know, that most people don't achieve because they're not willing to do those hard things. This is not going to be a cakewalk. I know that. It's not always easy for me at all either. Like, there are days I want to sleep in. There are days that I just want to eat the crap, and I do. But I know that the worth of where I'm going and my big goals and my big dreams for my life are worth it, and they're never going to go away. As much as I squash them and, you know, downplay them and say, it's okay. It's okay for me to be where I'm at. Inside, deeply inside, I'm never going to feel okay about that. That journey is important to me, and I just encourage you all to come back here. And if you've struggled and if your journey hasn't been perfect, you just remember that vision of where you're going, and you get into that peak state. Like Tony Robbins calls it a peak state, where you believe and you feel the energy and you feel the goodness, and you feed yourself good affirmations and positive talk, and in your head you change that loop, right? It's like you surround yourself with all the good stuff. And that's why this group is here. It's to surround yourself with people who are going. And I've seen it happen so many times, guys, where women, they grab onto this and they run and they get amazing results and changes in their life and places that they want to be. And you can't just expect it to be easy, and when it's hard, to fall off. You got to keep recommitting every single day or step or phase, whatever it means to you. Like, if you're having a hard time, I'm challenging you right now to recommit, to remember why you came here, to go back to that energy that happened that first week. And I don't care if you're on workout, like I said before, like workout 9. I know we're not all in the same workout, and that's okay. I want you to come back in here, and I want you to think, what do I need to do today to change my future, to bring back into where I needed to be? And what do those first steps look like? Is it getting healthy food in your house again? Is it committing to and recommitting to pushing play today or tomorrow morning, and setting that alarm and putting that alarm across the room and being like, this is happening. Nothing is stopping me. You know, you just have to hold on to where you want to go, guys. And I know you can do this. Trust me, I know it's never an easy straight line journey. It's up and down, but I'm right beside you, and I want to see everybody recommitting. So let's get a fire going in this group again of everybody just recommitting. Like, it's the first week, like it's on. I'm drawing that line in the sand again, because I'm telling you, you're going to have to redraw that line in the sand many times. It's not one and done. It's not one group, one moment, one decision, and you're done. You have to keep being intentional about stepping over that line every single step of the journey. Okay, I'm with you. Who is recommitting? Let's all do this together.